Back in the driveway for another wash and talk. It's been quite a while since we've had one of our vehicles out here.
I think part of the problem is we've come out of winter, it's just coming into summer, beautiful weather, daylight saving, so we get an extra hour or so at night time, so it definitely gives us enough time by the time the sun sets over the back of the house here. Perfect for washing cars, and this is the season for washing cars.
I know, it's just so nice a little bit of wind out here, but I know we've been hoodies and long sleeves washing cars lately, so
a little bit of breeze today, but that's all right.
Yeah, so we've got we've actually got a customer's car behind us here, so
that's a beauty that way.
Yeah, this is nice.
It's so nice.
What I like about this is they're really rare to see on the roads here.
Yeah,
it's not your stock standard supercar. So this is a Mercedes-Benz. This is the AMG GTS. It's a 2017. And this customer's previously been to us for our full correct and protect package. So full paint correction, ceramic coating, and we've got it back today for a what we call a maintenance wash.
Yeah, so maintenance wash, you get all your wheels cleaned, paint's all cleaned, finish it off, dry it down with some bee maker, and then we give it an interior vacuum and clean up the dash and stuff like that. And that's basically just literally maintenance wash to maintain the ceramic coating and all the work that we put in, and the customer gets a nice clean car at the end of it.
Yeah, I think best case scenario, if I was a customer, I'd probably want this done every month on my car to maintain it.
Yep.
Probably could push it out to a couple of months depending on how much driving, but I mean, it's in the name, right? Maintenance wash. We do this on our own vehicles on probably through summer, weekly basis, maybe fortnightly. We're a bit lazier through winter. It probably is monthly. So quite looking forward to working on a small car again. It's nice being able to reach on the roof.
Yeah, because when I'm cleaning the Audi over there, I've got to get the box out and climb up. And this is nice.
The old crate won't be getting any use today.
Yeah, this is just a nice size. So we'll crack in, clean the wheels, and talk you through whatever's on the mind.
Turn the old purginator off. Let it have a break for a bit.
Yeah, let it have a break. Do you want to sit on the crate?
Nah, yeah, I'll sit on the crate. Where's the crate? I see you've upgraded the crate.
Yeah, the crate's got a nice...
It's got a cushion on it.
Got a cushion, yeah.
Got an easy detail?
Yeah, here it is.
I don't know what size wheels these are. Are they 20s?
They might be bigger on the back, it might be a staggered setup.
You got Pilot Sport, what have they got? Pilot Super Sports.
The only kind of tyres you should have on your car, Michelin's?
Yeah, 100%. I'd really like to do a bit more research on the new, I know there's a Pilot Sport 5 range. I think they're meant to have better tread wear over the outgoing Pilot Sport.
Oh, you were telling me about that the other day.
Yeah, they've got an interesting one as well. It's called the Pilot Sport EV. So I'd like to...
So they've got Pilot Sport 4.
Pilot Sport 4, 4Ss.
Has the 4s been replaced?
The 4s are still available, but I wonder if it is going to be replaced eventually by the 5. There's no 5S yet, and then they've got the new Pilot Sport EV. So I want to do a bit of research on those and figure out, I don't need new tyres, but just be interesting to know what why would you go Pilot Sport EV over something like a Pilot Sport 5? I saw the first car that had Pilot Sport 5s the other day. It was like a new Volkswagen. And,
as in like a new car off the dealership?
Like a new car. I saw it in a parking lot and it had Pilot Sport 5s on it. They look exactly like the 4s. But
and so talk me through, do you know any of the specs? What are they meant to...
I don't know any of the specs. All I know is that Michelin have claimed that the tread wear is... I don't want to quote a percentage. I think it was somewhere like 20% improved over the Pilot Sport 4.
So they haven't got a 5S yet?
No.
So I wonder if it's going to replace or be supplementary too.
I don't know.
Because they had a Super Sport.
Yeah, they still got a Pilot Super Sport.
And then they've got a Cup 2s.
Cup 2s, yeah. Tyres are confusing, but I'm a fan of Michelin.
I think the Pilot Sport 4s or the 4Ss, I've got 4s on the Subi. They're good, they're kind of like a Cup 2, but just better in the wet. And maybe a little bit more longevity.
Yeah, you'll definitely have more longevity out of those, especially the 4s versus
so
4S.
If you were driving every day, it's kind of like an everyday sort of tyre, right?
What would you put on, if you had to get new tyres on the Subi again today, would you go Michelin again or you'd do something different?
Well, the thing is, if I was to go somewhere different, I'd have them for years because I don't actually drive that far.
Yeah, can I have that?
Yeah. I want to try 2 brands. I want to try Toyos.
Yeah.
and I want to try Nitto.
Okay.
Because they sort of seem to be those tyres that are pretty prevalent in that car community, you know?
But they're going to be on there for a long time, so it's not like, I'll give them a go for 6 months. You're committed to them.
I'm committed to them for a long time, yeah. Which is quite annoying. You know, when I was daily driving it every day, it would make sense because I'd have them for maybe 2 years and then I would be able to change them up.
What would you do? Wow, these rotors are big. How big are the rotors at the back? I could not fit this in.
Bigger than
normal. Yeah.
Have you got tight
Actually, you've got bigger wheels at the back there. What have you got? 20? I can't see on here. I got 19s. 265, 35, 19s.
I got soap all over the front of them.
Get cleaning. If you had to put tyres on the Audi today, what would you put on that?
I would just go solid Michelin.
You go Michelin?
They do make an SUV tyre.
Yeah, they do.
Just because I know that the longevity is pretty reasonable. It's just good for every day. And it's a real safe, solid bet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to put something else on and go, oh, this is pretty cheap.
Those tyres are looking pretty good though, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they came new with the car. They're just cheapos.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You'll get some life out of those.
Well, I need to update them soon because I nearly had the car a year.
You've only done, I saw on there before, like 62,000 K now, so you haven't done a huge amount of Ks on them, though.
What's that, like 50? When did I get it? It had 50.
No, 52 maybe? I think you've done probably 10,000.
So 10,000.
So you might get another 15.
Yeah, maybe.
Depending on the quality of them.
They'll be a cheap compound, so they don't last as long.
Yeah, what won't be cheap though is new tyres on there.
No, because they're 21s.
Yeah, they're going to be
and 255, so they're not that wide. I would say that this back
it's
tyre is
more that
wider.
21.
Yeah, it's just the 21 size, yeah.
Not the worst wheel in the world to clean these.
No, what I like is that it's even offset, so the gaps between each spoke is even, so you can actually get a brush in there and just go around it. It's annoying on like the Subi one where it's like fat, wide, fat, wide, fat. No, that's the same word. Wide,
narrow.
Narrow.
Wide, narrow.
Wide, narrow.
Yeah, it was the same on the STI.
I told you to hate those wheels.
Too many spokes. Oh, they look fantastic. They look awesome.
You want to get like a 6 spoke. I reckon 6 spokes super easy, just round 6 times done.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, even these, you get these cracks in them, which you need to make sure you get
still pretty easy to clean though.
Not the worst in the world, eh? I might just give that caliper one more little clean up. Hard to get in there.
I love the red caliper. I reckon every caliper should be red.
I'm a fan of yellow on black.
Oh yeah.
You got a black car, yellow caliper, but again, red still would look really good on that. Nice, that one's all ready for a rinse off. How nice is the warm water? That's your signature move, eh?
Signature move. It's
warm water in the bucket.
It's not real warm, but just lukewarm, eh?
Just enough to take the edge off.
Yeah, that's
I know we said it was warm, but it's got a little bit cooler, hasn't it? Like it's.
But I mean, you can only do that when the buckets are this small, because I can't get the big buckets like you've got the big buckets. I can't get those under the tap.
No, you can't. So we're not filling those up with the outside tap.
Oh yeah, it's just a nice. That's my little signature, you know, a little special move on there. Yeah, so nice, eh?
So we've been a little bit slow on content as at late. I think we've probably been around one a week, haven't we, lately? So a little bit less than probably what we'd like to be doing.
We've got big personal projects on at the moment.
We do. So you've just got back from a bit of a trip. You've had a lot of work on as well, haven't you? Like it just, the weekends haven't seemed to be our own for a while.
And you? What's going on in your life?
And me, we've got a build happening at the moment. which is still another few months off, but it's required quite a bit of my time for various bits of landscaping and all sorts of other stuff, and a few big projects up and coming. One of those being a deck that I need to build, which I've never built one before, so that's going to be a bit of an interesting project, which I think is probably going to take about 2 weeks. And then we've got a shed on the way too, so we're going to be working in partnership with Duratough here in New Zealand, which I'm quite excited about. I've actually had 2 Duratough sheds in the past. They're probably my go-to brands, and they're going to be sending one of their sheds our way very shortly, which we'll put together at the new property as well. So we're going to be busy.
That's nice to have those little projects on, because now we have Ryobi on board, so they sort of sponsor our channel, and we work collectively with Ryobi. And for those of you who have watched the channel, you'll notice that we have released a couple of Ryobi videos on a few tools they've given us. So those sort of projects will tie really nicely into, you guys don't know this yet, or you might do, because we're doing up the lawn around here. Yep. And so having a lawn, having a shed, and having some deck to be made will fit perfectly. Well, Ryobi's
just been part of the channel since the inception. We've used Ryobi tools for years and years before the channel started, and that's kind of how we started out with some of our specific product videos on the channel. So it's awesome to be working with someone that we would have bought the tools otherwise, and we have been buying the tools.
Well, you and I had a huge collection, and if you go back and have a look at some Instagram posts, you'll be able to see the collection that we had. And it just made sense, right? We have all these tools, heaps of content, so let's just bang them all out, and that's what we've been doing. And,
I know. So we've got some, we've actually got some really interesting Ryobi tools that we've been looking at. Have you done the store?
Yeah, I've done the door.
You've done the door?
Yeah.
We've got some Ryobi tools that we've been looking at for quite some time. Well, you've been looking at is the 36-volt garden range. So we should have a few tools from that collection coming very shortly to check out, and it's going to be interesting because we've got
quite a lot of experience with the 18-volt range.
We do.
But we don't have a lot of experience with 36. It'll be interesting to see, compare them, see what they're like, see what the user experience is like, and we'll take you along for the ride, and we'll video that and tell you our thoughts exactly like we've done with all the other Ryobi videos. So although it doesn't seem like we're doing a lot, but we're actually doing a lot behind the scenes, working hard at Omni Garage, developing the brand, and slowly taking this in a direction that we both feel is right at the moment. And so yeah, it looks like it. We're doing nothing. It looks like we've been slacking.
Just personal lives have been taking over a bit, but we'll want to kind of bring you along the journey of some of those projects that we're doing. It's been an interesting time though with I guess this time of the year there's not a whole lot of new detailing products that come out either. That's more around SEMA time, so we haven't had any any golden finds lately, although I'm really excited to show you CarPro Spotless 2.0.
Oh yeah, you've been telling me about that.
That is one great product. I have not had any good experiences with water spot removers in the past, and
they had a miss. A majority of them.
Well, most of them are misses.
Yeah.
I had no high intentions. I had no. I didn't hold high hopes that Spotless 2.0 was gonna change anything drastically, but I use it.
CarPro brought out like 5 or 6 products as like a bundle.
They did. We had like descale, retire, Spotless 2.0.
We just bought the catalogue, right?
We bought everything. And it's taken us ages to actually have some water spots that we needed to play with that with. But I used it on the Ford Mondeo, Ford Fusion, for those of you in the United States, the other day on the glass. And I was amazed. I thought.
We done this door?
Yeah, that door's done. I thought it would have needed polishing. We've done the car.
Done the car, yeah.
It's quick, eh?
How's it going?
It's quick.
Not too bad, thanks. Door jams?
Door jams to be done. You've done the back?
Done the back.
Wow, little car, quick wash. Have a look, close the door of this. Have a look at the trim.
Hang on. Which trim?
Exactly. How like premium does that look?
I see what you mean.
I really like that. That no gap.
What do you mean no gap?
Look,
what are you talking about?
Well, no, like here, like how it's just transitioned from glass to paint.
Transitions from glass to paint.
Normally you have a seal.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
How
that's
clean
nice.
is that?
That's real nice. Because usually you get that little piece of like awkward...
rubber seal.
Yeah, or sometimes they get
plastic.
Yeah, or no, that's got that. Actually, no, that one doesn't. Or does it? They have that. You know, that shiny metal stuff. What's it called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The real nasty. It's a cheap piece of material that just wrap around the whole car, and it just sort of really scratches up, gets quite dirty. What's it called?
I don't know, but that looks really clean. I'm a fan of that.
Not copper, not zinc. It's not platinum. What is it?
I have no idea. Drop us a comment in the down below if you know what we're talking about.
That's it.
Oh, chrome.
You get those chrome trim pieces, which are terrible. They're no good for anything. So I like that that's just a rubber seal, simplistic, and that's what makes coating that real nice. Because you don't have to worry about it.
Nothing in the middle, right? You coat your paint up to here, and then you start your glass coating. That's really nice. I like that.
So yeah, hopefully now with SEMA, because SEMA's happening in a couple of weeks, right?
I think so. I heard.
Or is it on now? It might be on now. It might be up when this video's out.
Heard a couple of YouTubers talking about it lately. Yeah. So it must be happening.
And usually it's when you hear a lot of people with new products, new releases.
Yeah, so we should then be able to get our hands on, although the challenge that we have here in New Zealand is always accessibility to products. They don't arrive here as soon as they're released.
We usually get them like a year later, right?
Yeah, we do, but I'll be excited. You know, after Christmas, we should be able to get our hands on whatever's new in the detailing world and have a play with those. And in turn, that gives us some more content we can create and pass our thoughts on. But I'm impressed at how quick it is to wash a two-door small car. Easy.
Oh, she's super windy, eh?
Yeah, windy and bead maker.
Yeah, you tend to get quite a bit of overspray when it's windy, eh?
You do, so hang on, let me spray the roof as well before, because I'm going to get heaps of this on your side.
I've enjoyed washing this car actually. I've enjoyed small, it's really easy to manage. What do you reckon?
Does it give you a taste for like a future Porsche?
Oh yeah.
Like a Cayman?
Just, it's quite wide though. I noticed like just sitting in the driveway, it's very wide compared to like, I don't know, just a normal car.
Yeah, well it is. It's this car in particular is interesting because of the really long bonnet as well. Like the proportions are very different. I don't think there's any other car on the road that looks like this. Like really short at the back.
Yeah.
Long nose, low, wide. Good temperature to be working with bead maker as well right now. Doesn't dry too quickly.
Yeah, you can work it.
You can work it,
and
but
it's
also
not too cold. I also find that when you're working, drying cars in the cold, in the wet and cold, it sort of gets that dew sort of on the top. See, like, we should have started at the front because that's all gone back over the windscreen.
It has. Oh, work our way backwards now. Yeah, you're right. When we did the video on how to wash a coin-operated car wash, drying the Audi that night, that was just
diabolical way.
That was terrible.
So ideally, you want to be able to pull it into the, into the garage or somewhere. Yeah, this is a
long bonnet.
This is a big hood.
When does it stop?
Right.
So this has got a is it a 4-litre twin turbo V8? I may be wrong on the literage. It's definitely twin turbo V8.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah, see, this for me, when we think about like cars that we'd like that are 2 doors.
Would you get one of these?
Would I get one of these? Not as my only, like if I had the budget to go and buy one car in this price bracket, no, this wouldn't be my first choice.
Yeah.
Would this be like a 4th or a 5th? Yeah, why not? Like I think it's quite a unique car. For for me, the car in this category would be
So what's
Audi.
the price for this?
Oh, we're
100 to 150?
We're talking the used, yeah, so the 1 to 150 range.
Yeah, okay.
So for me, we're talking Audi R8. You can get a really nice one in that range there.
Yeah.
And the category I'm thinking right now is two-door.
Okay, so
Two-door cars.
Two-door, 1 to 150.
So for me, the two that I'll be tossing up between would be an HSV Maloo
Ooh, yeah, that is a nice option. Yeah.
or an Audi R8. And to be honest, I think for me, it would have to be the Maloo first.
Okay.
So that would be my choice.
And what
within
colour
this
are you going for?
Category, I'd be going white.
Yeah.
And
Sports
to be
lid?
honest, I want to go 2014 or onwards. So I want the VF generation, the last generation of it. No supercharged.
Holden for me, like when I met you, like Holden for me is like the car that I associate you with, because you were a big Holden guy.
Yep.
You had the VF. Did you have a VF Commodore?
I had a VE V8 Commodore
Yeah.
Ute, and I couldn't quite stretch for the Maloo at the time.
Yeah.
Hence why I went the Commodore Ute, which
Yeah.
is, the Maloo is basically the Commodore Ute with a body kit.
Yeah,
And
okay.
different tune.
Nice.
I couldn't quite string it at the time. And then there was another opportunity to buy one when I bought the STI. I could have had one for about 10,000 more than the STI. And I really missed the boat there, because we're talking now that delta would be about $40,000 to $50,000 difference.
Yep.
But that for me, I go manual, white,
You're basically asking a unicorn car.
VF, yep, unicorn car, and I want naturally aspirated. I don't want the supercharged.
That's a great car to have in your garage.
That for me would be the one. And then after that, my second choice would be Audi R8, white, carbon fibre on the...
You get that horrible gated shift thing.
I would get gated shift if I went first generation. If I went second generation with a dual clutch gearbox, I'd go S-Tronic. Okay. So I think Audi had an R-Tronic, which was a really slow, clunky one in the first generation.
Yeah.
Hence why the manual would be my choice. But yeah, I'd probably go gated if I had the option. What about you? What are your kind of two cars within this?
Does it have to be two-door?
Range? No, just stick in the price range.
Okay, Audi RS6.
Okay, yep.
But probably not my first option.
Okay.
I'd get a Porsche, whatever I could in that price bracket.
Okay, so you're probably getting a Cayman, reasonably new, 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Probably a really nice one actually in that price range.
Yeah, you can get an average one under 100, but you're really struggling.
Yeah, so if you're stretching to, if that price range we're talking was 150, you can get a really nice one. So you're probably almost entering into GT4, like a slightly older GT4 territory.
So that would be my first choice, and then Audi RS6.
Okay.
But it's tricky, that category.
Well, especially when you put two-door on it. You only qualified for one so far if we did the two-door.
Yeah, that would be
See, because you do Camaro as a two-door, but that's not in that category. That's in a lower price range.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even consider that.
That's just
even an option. That's like when I've got 10 cars in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough, eh?
Yeah, that's a tough bracket.
Can you think of, do you know in your head, what the next step in the car evolution is for you?
The Subi's here to stay.
Yeah.
That ain't going anywhere. That's got too much. It's got too much. It's like people go, oh yeah, but it's an average car. I'm like, yeah, it is an average car, but it's got too much sentimental value.
Mm-hmm. It's appreciating too.
Yeah, it's worth more than it's ever been worth.
Yep. But it's priceless.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the channel's been built off, is that car. And so that won't go anywhere. The next car would be an upgrade on the Audi over there.
Yeah. Okay. And have you got something in mind? I know that car hasn't been around for long, but do you know what the goal is with that car?
Well, so that car was, around the 50k mark.
Yeah.
So it will be a 50 to 100k car.
Yeah, because obviously you have the equity in that car.
Yeah.
Roll into the next. Yeah.
And it will be another SUV like that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a Porsche.
Yeah, Cayenne, Macan.
It'll be a Cayenne. No, I don't really like Macans.
Okay, so Cayenne.
Or it's kind of getting into Range Rover territory.
Yeah.
It's also getting into Audi SQ7 territory.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a BMW guy, so probably not an X5. But it's also X5 capable too, probably.
Okay,
around that price. So something like that. Good options in that price bracket.
Yeah.
Really good options.
I feel like you've got a bit more of a car evolution. I mean, you've only had the Suvi for the majority of the time I've known you, and then you've added the next one, but I feel like you're probably more of a car evolution type of person, where I'm a bit like, yeah, I'll just try anything. I haven't really got
that's not really going to evolve.
No.
That car there will evolve, and then, I don't know, then I guess the question is, do I then get another JDM 90s junk?
90s junk, yeah.
Yeah. Or do I get an Audi, like a, I don't know, an RS6 or something.
So we're talking like third vehicle here,
like
are we?
Yeah, third vehicle.
Okay, third vehicle, yeah.
So do I get another 90s junk, which is still really expensive, like my next 90s car will be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Or do I then get another daily? Do we have 2 daily drivers?
Your issue there is garaging, but take away the garaging. Yeah, I see the conundrum.
I do have a couple of options for garaging though.
You do?
So, yeah, it is a bit of a conundrum though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, whereas I feel for me it's been, so you're almost kind of in the same predicament though, because I've just kind of swapped cars willy-nilly. There was a progression to some point, and then there's been a few backward steps for various reasons, you know, freeing up funds for other projects, or just the car didn't really fit with what we wanted to do at the time, and sometimes there's been a step back, sometimes there's been a step forward.
But that's quite nice to be able to do that, you know?
It is.
You try a lot out, you get to know what you want, you get to know what you don't want.
You do. I mean, I've owned...
And at the moment, you're probably making close to your money back.
With today's current car market, absolutely.
Yeah, you could do a few things on some of the other cars, and you could get your money back. The price of second-hand cars is pretty high at the moment, though. But I still think you get your money back.
Yeah, I think for me, if I had to answer the question that I just asked you, I'll probably...
Yeah, what's your next car?
The Tesla's probably one that just stays up to date with whatever the latest...
Yeah, so
the latest and best electric car. I don't think it's got to be limited to Tesla. I think it's whatever the best electric car is.
Yeah.
Every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
But probably 3. I don't know. Change cars so fast.
It's kind of like the iPhone, right?
Yeah, a little bit. So keep updating that one.
Yeah.
And then at the moment, so we got rid of that MG because it was junk.
Yeah.
Absolute junk.
I didn't think you'd like that.
Oh, it was just gutless. Like, I didn't feel safe in it. I couldn't pull out in front of, like, I couldn't pull out to overtake, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sketchy. So replace that.
Yeah, would you get a Jeep Grand Cherokee?
No, I wouldn't, but I do like them. They're not my SUV of choice. What I would probably do is...
You'd have to get a Trackhawk though.
Yeah, it's still not my...
still not your cup of tea?
Still not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
The car that I would do would be... So at the moment we've got the Ford Mondeo,
yeah, you get
which was like half the price of the MG.
Yeah.
I'd get rid of that.
Yeah.
And I really want a Range Rover. I want a Range Rover Sport, blacked out.
Yeah, full black.
V8.
Yeah.
But that's not, it's not within the next like 12-month time frame. But I think that for me, because with the new generation just having come out, those prices are plummeting.
So you can get a second-hand one for relatively cheap.
Yeah, I mean, depends what relatively cheap is. Have you done the back here?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. I've done that, but it probably needs to go again.
Well, we're talking like for 60k, you can get what you could have bought for 85 6 months ago.
Gotcha.
So that kind of for me, and then after there, it's like, okay, dream car for me in terms of JDM is a 2004 or 2005 WRX STI sedan. That would be the car for me that would just stay.
That's Bob-eye.
Bob-eye.
Or Blob-eye, was whatever they call it, yeah.
So that would probably be like a 60k car. So then it's like, do you look at aiming for that as that third vehicle, or then do you actually go, nah, I'll knuckle down and it's going to be the Maloo? Do you just wait and wait?
I reckon the Maloo is definitely you.
Yeah.
That is definitely a you car.
But then there's also an argument to go, just drive that Mondeo for the next 10 years and just put all focus on the Maloo. So, I don't know. The answer to the question is I got no idea. I'd like them all.
Your next JDM car?
The next JDM car? I've been looking quite a bit at your car.
Yeah?
But it pains me to look at the price people are asking for a decent one, knowing where they've come from, and knowing that if I want to look at one or drive one, I can just shoot around here.
Yeah, okay.
Next JDM car, yeah. Next JDM car would be probably the 04. It doesn't even have to be an STI, but to be honest, if you're going there,
nah, you have to get an
you've
STI.
got to go
if
back
you can
to
get an STI in your year,
and then I can put the number plate back on it.
yeah.
But that car is down the pecking order for me, unless one came up at an absolute steal. It would have to be a really good deal, but deals aren't to be had in the car world right now.
No. Next JDM car for me.
RX-7.
Yeah, I think so.
How cool.
The price of them is going up though.
It is.
So you can spend over 100k on an RX-7. But I think you're looking at about 50 to 100k for an RX-7.
Yeah, that would be a really cool car to have.
GTR 34 V-Spec 2 is like 300k, but I would definitely like to own one.
Yeah, that's not a next car, right? That's
getting close to a dream car.
Yeah,
I don't talk about dream cars very often because
you say get better dreams.
Yeah, well,
get bigger dreams.
Get bigger dreams. But I think that's I mean, you can buy a Porsche if you have the money any time of your life, whenever you like.
Yeah.
You can't buy a R34.
Well, those cars, because they're not making them, they're just going to keep going up and up.
Yeah.
So where does this fit in then? This is like this is down the pecking order?
Yeah, this is kind of like the car you get when you've either experienced all the other cars.
Yep. You know, this is a car that I wouldn't mind. You know how you can go to, when you're in Las Vegas, like rental cars are super cheap over there?
Oh yeah.
And you can get anything.
What was that place you and I went to?
It's like at the Speedway.
Mm.
We went to two different tracks, I think. No, we went to the same track, two different companies. Dream Racing. Dream Racing was the one I went through.
didn't go to Dream
You went
Racing.
through a different one.
I drove the Lamborghini Superleggera, the white one.
Yeah, me too. I think they both had the same car.
Oh, really?
But this is a car that I'd be interested in just having to play around with one of those rentals.
This is the type, yeah, you're right.
A go.
You go to that place and you get a Ferrari,
Yep.
you get a Lamborghini, a Porsche, and you get one of these AMGs,
Yep.
and you just rip around all day.
And you learn about them. You learn about the characteristics.
It's probably going to cost you,
learn on the road.
It's probably going to cost you a bomb.
Yeah, well, probably $500 minimum a car, because you can't do 3 laps. 3 laps is not enough.
You probably need 10.
10 in each car.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of where I see this car is. That's probably would be the selling point for me, is put it to through its paces and then figure out what it does. But
yeah, it's probably a good idea.
It's a cool looking car. It's so different.
It's definitely nice, and it sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the unique feature for me is the bonnet. That does look really good. And this blue pops. I mean, blue on blue. This is sort of more of a purpley deep blue.
Yeah,
whereas that's more of a lighter blue, but not really that light blue.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what they call this colour. This is a nice colour. If I was going for this car, I think this is a pretty cool colour. I think black would look really nice too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
black cars are hard to keep clean though.
They are. I want to do it at some point.
All blacked out?
All blacked out. That's why I see black Range Rover.
But everyone goes, I'll get a white car. It's just as hard to clean. And in fact, dirty. Actually, white cars are even hard to keep clean because you get one bit of dirt on it and it looks filthy.
They do.
Whereas black, you could probably hide a little bit and the swirls might be a little bit easier.
Yeah, I'm enjoying not having a white car now.
Yeah.
Silver and grey. The grey's hard, but...
Yeah, but it's old man though.
Yeah, it is. That's all right.
The best colour, I reckon, is blue. Like, that car's got dirt on the back of it. That car's actually hasn't been washed for a couple of weeks.
Most manufacturers have cool blues. Like the BMW blues are really nice. The Mercedes blues, this is purpley blue. It's cool. World Rally blue, can't beat that. Like, blue is a cool colour.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's our thoughts on all things dream cars, colours.
We just need to put a little bit of lacquer on the
tyres.
On the tyres here.
Yeah.
Vacuum, nice interior details, make it looking, smelling fresh, and we're pretty much done. Oh, I've enjoyed working on a small car. So nice.
Yeah. Give us a taste for the future.
Yeah.
I mean, this may be back again, but yeah, 2-door cars, how nice. I just
like
a 2-door car with a small bonnet, like even easier.
Yeah, and I love the fact that, you know, the roof is just accessible. You can reach it.
Not standing on the crate, having to reach it. Yeah, easy for drying.
Oh, SUVs are a pain.
And tiny windscreen.
Yeah. No, I've enjoyed washing this.
It's been good. So thanks for joining us for another Wash and Talk. It's been a while between drinks, but we'll bring you one of our cars on the next Wash and Talk. I don't think the Audi or the Model Y have featured on one before, so
we can do this.
Bring one of those in. We're daylight savings now, so we've got plenty of time weeknights. So thanks for watching. Drop a comment down below if you
tell us what.
Actually, we got the answer, didn't we? We got the answer. It was chrome, so we don't need a comment down below.
It's chrome, and actually these wheel sizes for people who have stayed this long actually deserve to know how big these are. But these are 295s 30s on the rear.
Yeah, and we had the 265, 35, 19s on the front.
And yeah, drop us a comment. Tell us what kind of cars you guys are driving around, or you know, some cars you might want to see us on the channel. We can go out and hand pick some customers that might want to get it that fit the brief.
Yeah,
to get these cars on here.
Cool.
All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.